Welcome back to another episode of my Ultimate Iron Man. I am here in the kitchen using up some of my Zora supplies. We have quite a few grapes left over, almost 4,000 grapes left over from our time at Zora, and I'm going to be making them into jugs of wine. That's what you do with grapes, of course. Big surprise there. You can see we are already very close to a level here. And I think we'll get at least 2 levels. This is a lot of XP, and it's really chill too. Obviously, it's there's X amount of time. I could do the math right now to see how long it's going to take. Maybe I'll do that if I'm bored and I'm editing, but we could be here for a minute. But yeah, just going to use it up to get some XP and free up some more space in the looting bag. Not that we'll need it because we're doing pretty good. And there it is, 87 cooking. Guess we didn't get anything from that. Yay us. Sorry for some background noise. My cat is right behind my microphone, but there's 88 cooking. Nothing for that again, or are we just not seeing stuff for levels? I feel like that was 2 levels in a row where I didn't get to cook anything new. And we are coming up on the very last bottles of wine here. This was not terribly long. It's like over 200k XP an hour. It's pretty great. We did not quite get to 89 cooking, or a couple 2-3 more wine or grape drops off, but we still got like 750,000 XP, so not bad at all for cooking. And now it's just about time for me to get into runecrafting. This was a nice little break. Help me, clear my mind, get mellow, so that I can be ready for just the mind-boggling insanity I have for the next. I don't even know. I haven't like there's not a great way to look how many hours it's going to take, but I know I'm expecting, I don't know, 30 hours at least, 40 maybe. I don't know. It's not going to be fun. And this will be my home for the next a while. I've got just a little bit of the inventory set up. I wanted to get all the books and then fill up on staminas just to get an idea of how many I'll have. I only had 56 total stamina potion. Well, actually like 60 something, however we have here. So I don't know how long that's going to last. It's probably not enough for what we need. So if I really get desperate, depending on how bad I've heard it's almost double XP if you have staminas. So we'll see if that's true. We'll do some testing if we do run out. I don't have my looting bag, but I have a whole bunch of Aventos in the Hispori. It's a little bit of a process to make those. I know you need to go get more Myra Fungus to make the energy pots, and then I need to go get do some agility for Marks of Grace for Amelie. So it would be an extra process, but it might, I might say it's worth doing because we do still need agility levels, and that's also be nice herbal XP too. But we'll see how it goes. For now, got 5 more levels. We should definitely be good to get 72 at least, and maybe even today. We'll see how long it takes. We are going to get our very first level here in one of these books. Didn't manage to get it in the one day. There it is, 72 Runecrafting. If you're curious, I'm getting about 42k XP an hour right now, being like somewhat focused and really AFK for a whole lot of time, but I am, doing stuff on the other monitor. I'm not 100% just doing RuneScape, so you could probably get closer to maybe, I've seen like 45k sometimes myself when I'm really focused, so that could maybe be if you really want to get that much more. Level number 2 coming in here. What's that, 73. I have been trying to do at least an hour in the morning before work, which is right now, and then an hour at least after work. So far that's been a level a day. This is day 2, or day like 2 mornings, 2 nights total. I started halfway through the day before. And I think it's going all right, although we are ever increasing the amount of XP we have between levels. Like, what is it now? Now it's 100k, so now I'm going to probably do like an hour and 10 minutes at least to try and do half a level, but it's not too bad. Books, and more books, but this time we are going to have another runecrafting level. 94, I wish 94, 74. Double chaos runes. Part of me feels like that's a diary for something, but I could just be crazy. How much more XP do we have till the next level? 113k, not that bad. Getting my gear for a farm run, and we are going to get our second to last level, 75 runecrafting. What do we get with this? Anything? Oh, giant pouches. I don't think we'll ever use those, but hey, we have them now. 1 more level to go. What do we need? 125,000 XP. Oof. I am still smack in the middle of moving right now, but it's mostly done. I'd say I'm like 65-70% of the way there. Obviously, my computer setup is still, well, not obviously, but it's still at my old place. So that's kind of what I want to save for last. But maybe tomorrow I will either get this done or I will finish moving tomorrow. One of the two. I don't even know if I want to show this. We're gonna get Tears of Gothic XP, and it isn't runecrafting for the first time in a while. Yeah, we got mining. Ugh, I need to train my mining. Mining is terrible, but I wouldn't mind either prayer or herblore getting that free XP. That means I probably got to train fletching at some point, but it's a future me problem. Well, it's a sad day, friends. This is officially the last sip of stamina potion I have left on the account, and we are still good 95k XP away. And I don't really feel like going to get graceful or get March of Grace or whatever, so I'll probably just stick it out here with the slightly reduced XP rates. First clip at a new place. Hope everything sounds good. And we are at the very end of our journey here. One of these books is going to be enough to get us 76 runecrafting. We can now receive 5 water runes for each essence, and that is exactly what we need for the diary task, which I actually don't think I'm going to go do right now. I still have a couple things I want to finish. I think I want to do smithing first. I had a full inventory, or an empty inventory, to do the 140 water runes at once, so I don't want to have to suicide right now. I'm going to have a little inventory for smithing anyway. Also, a message to anyone doing this, I'm sure you already know, but I would strongly recommend, not waiting a super long time to do this for runecrafting, but also try and have stamina if you can. It makes it doesn't double, but it makes it, better XP by at least 10-15k an hour, and it's so much more chill. And I realized that I would need to have suicided anyway to rearrange my inventory for Blast Furnace in order to do it efficiently, so I figured we'd go ahead and just get the diary task right now. Craft at the altar, elite task in Lumbridge and Draenor area. So now we are on to smithing. Just to reiterate, the level you need is 88, but we can get at the very least 87. That'll be the most we do. I might even just do 85 and boost with pies. We'll see how we're feeling after I get to 85, because I think I'm on 81 right now. Yeah, 81. So I'll see you at Blast Furnace. Coming up on my first level here. This has been very, very great. This is my first time doing it since UIM's got their own shop, and I have not yet encountered a single person buying any of the ore. I had a weird thing a couple worlds ago where someone was selling coal to the shop, apparently. I guess that's something you gotta do. But anyway, 82 smithing, adding kite shields. Oh, I don't have to boost for the bow Faderheinen. I wonder if we'll ever need to use that. Just finished up my first hour, and RuneLight said I was getting about 48.5, 49k XP an hour, which is not 100% accurate because for some reason it doesn't take into account the 750 XP you get, 750 you get from hopping a world whenever you actually smelt the ores. So it's like 94, 95k XP an hour, I think, something around that area for me. So not bad at all. And I have not been 100% tick perfect. I got really distracted for a solid 5 minutes by my cat one time. Well, I hope this isn't too loud. They're cutting something outside. I don't know, it's very loud. But we're gonna get another level again as we hop, which is my least favorite way to get a level because you can't really see anything on the screen. But there it is, 83 smithing. I love how I'm at a point where I'm only recording a clip maybe once a day with how often I play, and they're always cutting the grass or doing something outside whenever I do. But here we are with 84 smithing, adding 2-handers, and I am not sure if I want to keep going. Obviously I want to get 85 to do a +3 boost, but I'm getting pretty burnt out of this. We have, oh my gosh, 300k XP more to go, which is a little over 3 hours if I'm pretty focused, which I could do realistically today, but it's just I probably won't, and it wouldn't be that hard to do a +4 stew boost, I don't think. but also like 85 would be good to have because that's when we can smith runite, so we could turn rune ore into bars and get a little more from alking, and we could also make those bars into daggers and get even more from alking. So it's probably worth it for me to just keep going. It's Friday today, and this is the day I wanted to release this video in the morning, but that just didn't happen with how much, oh my gosh, I just bought a much iron accident. That just didn't happen with how much I got to play between moving. Even though I am pretty much done now, I'm back in a routine, it's still just falling a little behind. Hopefully I'll be able to do this tonight and then get the video up tomorrow. And I ran some errands. I got back very late on Friday, so I decided I'm going to just go ahead and try and go for a +4 boost. It shouldn't be that bad, fingers crossed, but it might be a hassle to try and have the stats reset. So hopefully it doesn't take me too long. I got it. Oh, I don't know how much of this was recorded, but I got it. This is my third, maybe fourth trip. It's in the morning on Saturday. I just woke up. But just elite task in the Lumbridge and Draenor area. So now we just have 2 more easy ones that are both in Dorgish Khan, I believe. So give me a second and I'll go grab these. I know it's been a minute since I've done these quests, but I have no idea why this dude is over here. But I need to pickpocket him. What is he? What? Pendant of Lucian. What? Man, this is some quest stuff I don't understand. But yeah, you just have to. He wasn't even really on the agility course. You just grapple over here next to it and get him. Alright, I did this in Trailblazer. I'm pretty sure this is the rich chest. It is, yes. Congratulations, you've completed all of the elite tasks in the Lumbridge and Draenor area. Oh, that's a big one. Let's go talk to the guy. Alright, excuse me, sir. I've completed all of the elite tasks. So, there's actually quite a bit of stuff we get from this. The Explorer's Ring has 3 charges of 100% energy rather than 4 or 50%. So, a net of 50 more energy per day. And it also does high alchemy now instead of low alchemy. So, it's actually, like, I know people usually use it for, like, when they're off the normal spellbook, they don't have alch runes. So, I'm sure we'll get some use out of that. Also, we got an extra block slot for Slayer, which will be fun. I can't think immediately of something I want to put in there, but I'm sure something will come up that I want to have in there. And of course, we get the antique lamp that gives us 50k XP in a skill. And also, the Call Mentor chest is 20% cheaper, which pretty much just means barrow gloves are a little bit cheaper if we ever want to, alch them and then have to buy them again, which again, we probably will do at some point. But the big one, I don't even think he freaking said it there. Let's go home. We will see that we no longer need the Dramen Staff equipped to go into fairy rings. So let's head to Zenaris. I think we'll do, it would be thematic to drop our staff here in Zenaris. But we remove the Dramen Staff, drop it on the ground. There it is. And we can go wherever we want. Oh, that is so good. That's one of the biggest things. It's like a rite of passage for UIMs, or it's just a permanent inventory space that has been freed now. Oh, I am really looking forward to having that. It's going to be nice. It's great for skilling, bossing, anything where it's like you can have one more piece of food, one more, skilling resource if you're using that. It's just a really, really big improvement. And I am glad we got it done. I think the better thing would have been to go for 85 smithing, but I just didn't have the time for that. The videos are already behind, and they'd be so behind if I did that. So before I forget, let's put this into Herblore. 50k into Herblore, getting closer and closer to staminas. And yeah, that is going to be it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I know this video was it didn't seem like much happened, it was cool to watch, but it was a very, very big video, and I'm all done moving now, so hopefully content and videos will get back on track. I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing right after this, in RuneScape. I'll have to check my notes and stuff, see if I had anything planned, but it will almost certainly be more interesting than runecrafting and smithing. I can promise you that. So hopefully I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one.